in and offering your testimony today. Mr. DeJoy, when your announcement in your new position as Postmaster General was announced, there was some folks that were flagging concerns that you would be the first Postmaster General in 2 decades without previous experience or service directly in the USPS. But to be fair, and as you mentioned, you do have extensive career experience in supply chain logistics, correct?
I do.
And in fact, you served as CEO of your own supply chain company, New Breed Logistics, for 30 years, correct?
I did.
And that was up until about 2014 when you merged New Breed Logistics with another company, XPO Logistics, where you also served as CEO for a year and then served on its board of directors until about 2018 when you submitted your resignation, correct? Now, Madam Chairwoman, I would like to submit to the committee 3 documents for the record. The Postmaster's new entrant report detailing his financial disclosures, publicly available data detailing the USPS top suppliers for the last 3 years, and the recent XPO SEC filings. Now, Mr. DeJoy, you've received... Thank you. Mr. DeJoy, you've received about $1.86 million in rental payments from your former company, XPO, correct?
Approximately, yes.
Have you taken any meetings with XPO Logistics since becoming Postmaster General?
I have not.
Have you emailed, texted, called, video conferenced, or communicated with your former company, XPO Logistics?
I have many friends at the company, and I've spoken to them casually over the several months. Yes, I probably would have spoken to him.
Thank you. Now, you started in your role as Postmaster General on June 16th of this year. That's a very big job. Don't need to tell you that. And it has a lot of responsibility. You mentioned meeting with President Trump, Secretary Mnuchin. I can't even imagine how busy that must be. Now, do you keep a daily calendar?
I do, yeah.
Have you or your staff made any deletions to your calendar since becoming Postmaster General on June 16th?
I don't think so.
You don't think so? Do ethics officers at USPS have access to your calendar to screen conflicts of interest?
We have an ethics officer that looks at meetings that I have, yes.
And they have full access to your calendar?
They will work, yes.
Can we get a commitment from you to submit your calendar dating back to June 16th to this committee?
I don't know. I'll check with counsel.
Well,
I want to set a precedent for my calendar to be submitted every 2 months.
Well, according to regulations that we currently have, electronic calendars that are submitted and maintained on USPS computers are agency records. And so can we get your commitment to hand that calendar over to this committee as a matter of course of our investigation?
I'm new to this. If that is in fact a process that our counsel says I must comply with, then I will do that, yes.
Thank you. Madam Chairwoman, I would say, the details of this calendar are extraordinarily important to the committee's investigations, and if we cannot receive them voluntarily, I would recommend consideration of a subpoena for these details. Now, lastly, and selfishly, I represent New York's 14th Congressional District. We have written the agency several times regarding accessibility for a ramp in our historic Jackson Heights post office. And I would greatly appreciate return correspondence to make sure that we can ensure that our disabled and elderly constituents can get access to the post office. And thank you very much. I yield my time.